going on, Knicks fans? Vigo Sportstalk here, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. In today's episode, I will talk about our win against the Toronto Raptors, which improves us to 13-6 of the NBA season. That is insane. 13-6. We are currently second in the East, just behind the Pistons. We are starting to catch up because the Pistons have lost 2 straight games. 2 straight. Wait, they might have won a game. I'm not too sure. But we're catching up. We're not too far from the Pistons, from getting the number 1 seed. I remember we was just like the 5th and 6th seed because right now in the Eastern Conference, it was just like the year before, or like it was a Western Conference where it's close. It's really close. Meaning literally one loss could make us a 6th seed, the 7th seed, 6, 7. It's crazy how competitive this Eastern Conference is this season. So we got to make sure to keep on winning and winning so no one catches up. But anyways, let's talk about the win. This was an NBA Cup, by the way. So I still don't know how it fully works. I don't know how it works. I'm still trying to learn it. But all I know, or I'm pretty sure, is we will play either the Orlando Magic or the Miami Heat. And whoever wins that game, whoever we go against, will advance. And play, I think, either the OKC Thunder or the Lakers. I'm still trying to learn it, but we won this game in a very good way. Well, there were some bad takeaways from this game I will talk about. But we got to talk about that first quarter. That first quarter was one of our best offensive games. That was the best offense I've seen in a while this season. Probably all season. That offense, we were just shooting threes. We were scoring crazy. We made the Toronto Raptors head coach call 3 timeouts in the first quarter alone. That's how good we were playing. We were just shooting threes. They were not stopping us. Well, eventually they did. Scotty Barnes scored like maybe 14 straight for the Raptors. Whenever we would be up a lot, they would start to catch up. I will say that. But other than that, we played a really good game. I'll tell you all the stats for the players. For the best player of the game, in my opinion, it got to go to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. Good on both ends. Both offense and defense. If you have him fancy, start him. I wish I had Josh on my fantasy. I wish. He's been so good as a starter. I'm telling you guys, Josh Hart is a starter in this league. He is a starter in this league. He's not a bench player. He is a starter. There's a reason why he's been with the Knicks for a very long time. Well, for 3 or 4 years. That's what I like about Josh Hart. That was our best player by far. For the best defensive player of the game, it's got to go Mitchell Robinson. Let me tell you how many rebounds he had. In just 17 minutes, he had 15 rebounds. 7 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds. He scored 2 points. Whatever. But those rebounds were huge. I talked about last episode. Second chance points is exactly what we need. And that helped us a lot. And no offense to Cat, but he wasn't getting any rebounds. So Mitchell Robinson had to step up, and he for sure did. So Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson were the 2 best players from this game. Easily. Now for the defense, we play good. Other than letting them catch up sometimes, we play good. A pretty good game. I feel like this game we guarded people better. We weren't letting people get open threes. Well, they did get a few threes on us, but they weren't as bad as the other games. And they're improving. I feel like after watching every Knicks game, the Mike Brown era, they keep learning, and after every mistake, they're getting better. Obviously, there are some things that are kind of repetitive that keep happening with Cat struggling offensively. You know what happens in the league. A player's gonna struggle. It happens, and then next thing you know, fans are talking about you, talking about how you suck. You can't score. Next thing you know, you score 40 points. I'm telling you, that's how the NBA is. The NBA is weird, man. You never know what you can get from a player. You never know. So I'm not worried for Cat. I'm just focused on the next game against the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics have actually been pretty good. Not as bad as people think. They have no Jason Tatum. With all the players they have, it's a bunch of new players in their offense. I gotta give a shout out to the Celtics. It's a bunch of not rookies, but players that have been on the team for a few years that haven't gotten playing time that are playing, and they've stepped up. People like Jordan Walsh, he's a starter now, I believe. He's been a good defensive player. And Keto, I think that's how I say it. He's a good rebounder and a good defender. I had no idea he was on the team, and I will be honest, I had no idea who that was. Josh Minot, he's pretty good. Luca Garza, I've always liked him since college. I've always known he's a good basketball player. He just never got the opportunity with the right team. And look how he's doing now. So I'm not gonna say the Celtics game is gonna be a free win because we definitely gotta it's definitely gonna be competitive. So I don't want Knicks fans to think of it as easy win. We improve. They beat the Pistons, they beat a few good teams. The Magic, we couldn't even beat the Magic. So we should prepare for this game. We definitely should. That's all I gotta say for today's episode. I'm talking about the Toronto Raptors. We are pretty close to winning the NBA Cup. If we win the next NBA Cup, I believe, and then the NBA Cup championship, that's when we win the NBA Cup, and all the players get a $500,000 bonus. I think that's how much it is. Even though for most players on our team, that's pretty much pocket change. But for the players that don't get paid as much as other players, it's huge for them. So I'm giving best of luck to the Knicks and for the NBA Cup. That's all I gotta say. This is Vigo Sports Talk here, host of Vigo Talks Knicks, and I'll see you next episode, Knicks fans. Peace.